Welcome to Retired Rider and the Tiny Shed. Hope that you're doing well today. The 2024 Hydra Revival Bike. Came across it, I heard about it, I didn't give it really much thought. Just didn't register. I wasn't really, I see so many different bikes and so many different things, it just kind of washed by me a little bit. But seen it, did the 360 view on it, the little dip-de-blue-de-doo on the interwebs, and I like it. There'll be pictures floating around up here. It's a nice looking bike, classic looking bike. I love the seat on it. The seat's pretty cool. And I just love the fact that it's just a simple, classic bike. The red line red is nice, I like that. And again, the seat, beautiful, beautiful seat, love the seat. That's what I like. I like the simple, classic looking bike. Not all the digitals and all that stuff. We've been there before. I like it. And once I started looking at it some more and really paying attention to it, it's a 114 engine, which is great. That's great. Just started looking at it. I remember back last year when I did, when I did a video on the Highway King, and I really didn't like the Highway King. So I was looking at the Hydra Glide, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna give a second look to the Highway King. So I went back and was looking at the Highway King, and you know what? Changed my mind on that too. So I changed my mind on the Highway King. Not a big fan. There'll be pictures floating around up here about the Highway King too. Not a big fan about the colors. I call it pink, but I guess it's magenta and orange. If there were some other colors, it'd probably be all right. But they're still not bad bikes. I mean, I may have prejudged them, even though at first I just thought, what's the point? But you know what? They're just classic looking bikes. They are. The Hydra Glide, it's a classic looking bike. It's just simple bike, and I wouldn't mind to own one of the Hydra Glide or the Highway Kings. I wouldn't mind to own. Fortunately, I just can't go out and buy bikes just because I like them. That's just, that's not, I'd have a full warehouse full of motorcycles, thousands of motorcycles if that was the case. If I went out and bought every bike I liked. But I think the starting price on it was $24,999. But you might as well say $25,000. When you're walking out the door with it, you're probably talking about $30,000. So that's a little steep, it's a little pricey. Considering, everything else is, going through the roof. But yeah, that's still a pricey, it's a classic bike, nothing fancy, no fairing, none of that stuff. It's just a classic looking bike with saddlebags, not hard bags. I don't believe those are hard bags. And the seat's nice. I like the seat. I know I already said that. I know I did, but I like the seat. And it's just, I wouldn't want it to go, touring on it or anything like that, because that's not what it is. But I would just like it just to cruise around, and it's just a cool looking bike. It's a cool looking bike, and so are the Highway Kings. I know I had to go back and say, yeah, I changed my mind on the Highway King. But I'm like, yeah, this is a cool looking bike, I wish, like I said previously, that I could just buy it. I would. If I could just buy it, it wouldn't be something I would ride every day, but if I could just buy it, it would be sitting in, would be sitting in here because we don't have any room. Well, if I had the Hydra Glide, I'd find somewhere else I'd put the Honda in storage. Not that there's anything wrong with the Honda, but the Hydra Glide would have to sit here. But I don't think the wife's gonna let me do that, especially when we're in the process of moving. So that's not gonna happen. But anyway, what do you think about the Hydra Glide, the Revival bike? What do you think about it? Do you like it? Do you wish they would offer different colors? Because from what I've seen, it's just one color, red line red, which is great. The color's great on it. But when they do that, I would like, I know that they're limited and only make so many, but still make at least two colors. Two colors would be good. But yeah, that's just my opinion on it. It's just a classic smooth looking bike, no big, frills on it, no big fairing, no big bunch of digicals and all this stuff and stuff you don't need. Stuff that's going to be obsolete in 2 years, and you're going to want to go buy another bike because what you have now, 2 years from now, will be obsolete because everything goes so fast, moves so fast, everything's improved, and everything just gets old so quick. Something new comes along, and you just can't stay up with everything that comes along. If you did, you'd have a bike every 2 years, which some people do that. Some people have a bike every 2 years. They'll buy a new bike every 2 years, which there's nothing wrong with that. Much respect to you. But if you're not paying cash, I wouldn't want to stay in a payment constantly on a motorcycle. That's me. These two are paid off, of course, paid cash for that one. This one I paid off back in maybe a year. I may have had it a year and paid payments on it a year and paid it off. So I'm not a big person that pays payments on motorcycles. I don't like that. If I can pay it off, I'm going to pay it off, because when they sit here in the wintertime or in the spring like it is now, early spring, and you can't get out and ride, that's a little depressing when you're paying a payment and you can't get out and ride. That's tough. It's always been tough on me. I've owned, let's see, 1, 2, 3 brand new bikes in my lifetime. Bought them brand new, and it was rough. It was rough watching them sit, in the garage through the winter and pay that payment. That's always a rough thing. Anyway, your opinions, your thoughts, please bloop it down there in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the Hydra Glide Revival bike and the color and just the classic look. Do you like it? Would you buy one? Would you buy one to be your everyday bike? Like I said, I don't think I would do that. But would you buy one if you could? If you could just buy that bike to just have it, would you buy it? I think we all would, if we could afford it. Maybe if I hit the lottery, which is, chance of that is 0 probably. I do play the lottery, but chances of winning that, I don't know. You'd have to be out in California or somewhere in one of those states, if you know what I mean. Hit those. But anyway, we'll let that be. But if I did hit the lottery, then I'd have a ton of bikes. I would have a pole barn built, huge one, just to hold my motorcycles. And there's nothing wrong with that. But that's a dream. It's okay to dream, not a problem. Got a dream. Anywho's, like I said, please leave it down here in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the Revival Hydra Glide. And I know they've been out a while and all that, but let me know what you think about the Highway King too, and just the classic looks of those bikes. Let me know if they interest you, or if you think they're anything special. I do. I think they're cool. I would have one if I could. Repeating myself. Anyway, won't keep you guys on here any longer. Still cool out. We're heading into the end of March here, so hopefully we get some warm weather coming up here soon so we can get out on the road. I might be able to get out on the road this week on the one of the bikes, probably the Valkyrie. We might be able to get out on the road, maybe, because I think one day it said 69 degrees, so we if it does get up to that, we will get out for a couple hours, hopefully. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks for watching. Be safe out there, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care now.